What is up, y'all? Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? Let me get my... Do I have my thing over here? I don't think I do. Give me 1 second. What is up, y'all? Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate all the support. Big hearts, little hearts. How's it going, Kayla? How's everything? Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. We're just chilling. I was like, you know what? After the conversation that I had with Marco yesterday, I was like, I don't know if I want to play the stuff that I have to play. Like they're currently installed. So I was like, you know what? It's been a long time. Let's just do a just chatting stream. Like, let's just chill. And I got stuff for today anyway. So there are things lined up. We are ready. We are ready for today. I just was not... Yeah, we chilling today. We chilling today. All right. I had a good day. Didn't really do much. Spent 2 hours with my brother. Nice! Hey, family time is good, you know? Let me see. Let me grab the other thing that I was going to show y'all. I can't say that it was a book haul because that would imply a lot of books. But I did get one. And I got something else for today. I'm staring at it right now. So, I have mentioned on many occasions at this point how I've been getting into Warhammer and things like that. I'm entering my, full-on, nerd phase that I wasn't able to enter when I was younger and didn't have any money. So, I was like, okay, well, Warhammer's kind of where it's at. They've been around for a long time. They're like an established nerd thing. And I'm trying to and I'm trying to make sure that going into it, I go into it as a Pee Pee Poo Poo has joined the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. How you doing tonight? Big hearts, little hearts to you. Make sure you wipe. Welcome over there on TikTok. But no, yeah, so in entering this new nerd hobby era, I want to make sure that I do my best. Have a good night to you! Thank you so much for liking the live. Appreciate you. I want to make sure that I go into this era not perpetuating any of the, any of the stereotypes of the hobby. So it's a good thing that I use product when I shower and stuff like that, and that I shower just generally. Because look, going back to that experience that I told you that I had when I went to Miniature Mondays, it was like I was going into it fresh, and I was trying not to give into the stereotypes, but man, I was like, holy shit, so it's real. It's actually a thing. It's a real problem. People that are into this shit just don't, they just don't like smell, I don't know if they don't like smelling nice, but it's not a priority for them. And to me, it's like, yo, if you've ever been around someone who stinks, like, you kind of just don't want to be around them. And if they're somewhere that you want to be, you don't want to be around that place. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I'm just like, I want to be one of those dudes that's like, nah, man, like, I like this shit, but I also smell good. You know what I mean? Like, there's no harm in that. If anything, it's wonderful for everyone involved. With respect to my conversation with Marco Moneybags, Mr. Moneybags, we talked a few things with respect to, like, you know, I think I had mentioned we were talking about business and we were just talking about like growing brand and stuff like that, and you know, he put it into perspective for me of like, yeah, like, or not put it into perspective for me, he helped me reframe it back to what it originally was, what it has always been. Yeah, no. And here's the thing. It wasn't even when I walked in. The crazy part was that, like, I walked in and it was like a normal smelling place. But as soon as I got to the back of the store, which is where they have all the shops, it was like all concentrated there. And I was like, yo, this is wild. It's like hovering here. Like, I bet if like smell could be seen, you would see the cloud. Just like hanging over the back of the store. And I was just like, man, that was wild. But no, yeah, Marco helped me reframe it for myself, because like I went back and I was talking to him and I mentioned to him, like, yeah, no, the streaming and the writing have always been my two major, like, if I could live happily and work, or work and still live happily, it would be doing those two things. Because I could do those two things all day. I could stream all day. I can like devote half of my day to streaming, half of it to writing, or even, you know, 8 hours to streaming, maybe another, or like, let's say 6 hours to, hold on. Why not 5 and 5? 5 to, or actually 6 and 4, because from what I've seen, most writers, they write for like 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. So if I do 6 hours of streaming, 4 hours of writing, I am both a full-time streamer and a full-time writer. So in that conversation, there was a lot of talk of like, you know, just finances and things like that. And I have come to the conclusion, and this is, you know, this is accepting that certain things were sort of test phasey. But I think, and this is no fault of anyone's, this is just, you know, like me seeing how things went, I think I'm going to kill the game server. So Stardew will likely not live past, or the Stardew server might not live past the end of this month, if it even gets to that point, because I don't know how it works. And instead, I will divert those funds to get Spotify Premium, so that you guys don't have to suffer through ads. To better, you know, I can go back and restart the server at any point once I feel like we're back to, not that we're back, but like that the community is big enough that it demands it, right? Because right now, it wasn't really a demand. It was like, hey, let's try it out. Let's see if we can all, like, you know, have like a shared space where we could do stuff. And it worked for a bit. But I don't know if it justifies the cost. Not yet. So, Brian, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? So, yes. This is something that I wanted to run by you guys just to see if we're all on the same page about it. Because, yeah, like, it is what it is. I'm not hurt about it. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like a personal thing. I don't feel bad. Like, I feel awesome that I actually got to spend some time gaming with people, in like a shared space that was genuinely ours. But yeah, like you're saying, it doesn't feel like it's the game for us, and maybe it's the timing, maybe it's the game, maybe it's a little bit of everything. But no, yeah, if people are okay with it, and if people really are enjoying the music aspect, because I could use the music elsewhere. Like, I could literally have Spotify Premium and use it for myself, but then also double it and use it for stream. So it's a win-win for me if I do that. So yeah, it was one of those things where like I want to continue incrementally investing into the stream as time progresses. Ollie, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? Big hearts and a hearts to you. How's it going, my friend? Lucas Barfield, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? I want to continue incrementally investing in the stream. And then when the community gets bigger, we can maybe try. Exactly. And that's what I meant, is like, I really don't want people to see that decision as a bad thing. Because I am okay with returning to the idea of our community having a game server. I just don't think, now that we actually put it to the test, I don't think that it's a good continued investment right now. So it's something that we can always return to. It just doesn't feel like it's the right time. So yeah, no, I'm glad that basically just putting it on hold for exactly. But no, yeah, running it past you and hopefully, you know, Finn will feel the same. Cause yeah, like we all got our time out of it. We got some time out of it, which is still justifies the fact that we actually even played it. American Distilling Equipment, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? So in that case, I feel happy. I feel happy that we at least tried it. We gave it a shot. It didn't work. And, you know, I don't want to continue... I don't want to continue diverting funds there when they could be better served elsewhere. And I think because people lurk here pretty often and they hang out here just like chilling, I think even just a small thing like Spotify Premium would go a long way. This is not an ad, by the way. Because at least like that, you know, hey, people can chill. They don't have to worry about ads. They can hear music. It'll help the chill/lurk factor, which is something that we already know has been going on since the very start. So if anything, I might have been smarter and just done that since the very beginning, but it wasn't something that I thought about. So that's on me. It is what it is. Sometimes we just don't make the right decisions, you know, and I'm glad that now I'm starting to pivot. That being said, I do also I'm going to have a chat with ChatGPT probably tonight or tomorrow or something. Right? Get it now. But yeah, I'm going to have a chat with Chat or, you know, just generally and see what else I can do. I don't know how, like, bigger streamers do it when it comes to using their YouTube, but I do want to start at least uploading my VODs so that they're there. And I'll take a look at how they actually like title it and what their, you know, what their different, I guess, like thumbnails are and you know, because I'm sure that they not only upload their full VODs, but at the same time, they also upload... Like me, I have a lot of videos on TikTok that I don't have on like, YouTube Shorts. And I could definitely probably use both of them. Most streams either have their kids on the same channel... Oh, VODs. I was like, wait, what? What are we talking about here? VODs on the same channel as their normal videos or have a separate channel for it. Got it. Yeah, I know, right? You know what's funny? I actually, like, the first thing that I do whenever I get a new phone is I disable autocorrect. I just don't... I would rather, like, spell things incorrectly than to have it correct to something that I'm not trying to say. Colin Rocks, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? Because that's the worst. That's the worst. It's already bad that you're going to misspell something. It's even worse